Hello friend! Today I'm going to share about adorable moss piglets.
And I'm going to share a health practice for superhuman health. Let's get to it.
My cool sheet is science, and it is specifically this adorable creature called a tardigrade, but its little other nicknames are even better. It is a moss piglet, also known as a water bear. And the link that I'm giving to show about and tell about tardigrades is from a former Cool Sheet YouTube channel called Journey to the Microcosmos. That in itself is a wonderful thing, but I want to talk about tardigrades, or I'm going to call them moss piglets because that's my favorite name. They are these chubby little creatures. They have 8 stubby legs. And they are magnificent and really special in the animal kingdom. They are in their own category of organism. It's basically moss piglets and then everything else. And this video debunks some of the myths about them because they are very special in their own right. They can withstand these extreme environments. They've gone out in space and they've been inundated with UV light and all of these things. But like us humans, while they can withstand these extreme environments, they don't exactly thrive in them. But still, the fact that they've gone out in outer space and survived is quite magnificent. There is so much to learn about them, and they're all pointed out. The whole thing about their eyes, each of their eyes is just one cell. That is something that is very unusual in the animal kingdom. But not only that, this video is so calming. There's this touch of silliness about it. It is very charming, and I love the music that goes along with it. So if you want to learn about moss piglets in a wonderful way, then go and see this video. Moss piglets.
Yes, so this is an honorable mention. It just barely didn't make my best stuff for you too, but I remember it so much. I think like after you talked about it, like Z Frank did a whole moss piglet episode on one of his facts you don't know. And just to reiterate, these are like microscopic, right? Like
yes,
these are tiny.
Yes, I didn't make that
things.
Clear. Yeah.
I mean, I think the one cell and an eye clued us in maybe a little bit,
that is
but
true. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're super, super tiny, but so cute when you do magnify them. They are these, and moss piglet, maybe the best name of anything ever.
Yeah. And I think
so
the moss comes from, like, they crawl around on, again, these microscopic little filaments that are like baby plants, and they eat them, and they're just, they're adorable.
Yes, I do wish they were a little bit bigger because I want a little moss piglet pet. But maybe they're dirty or something stinky. I don't know if they're bigger.
Well, if you have some pond water, they might be in there. So.
Okay, well there you go.
Speaking of,
might have some
maybe
cats.
A little dirty and stinky.
I probably have some right in the kitchen. My pond water in there. All right, well, thank you so much. That's a good one. I love it. I'm going to be talking about a health practice, and this is fasting, and more specifically, the prolonged 5-day fast mimicking diet that I talk about in episode 172. This program is a 5-day fasting program on a healthy natural product, its ingredients, and this is the cool thing. So you are eating food, but your body does not recognize that it's being fed. It's such a low-calorie diet that you go into this fasting state, where the same as you would be if you were just doing a water fast, which can actually be pretty dangerous. You need to be super chill. They don't suggest working. Maybe have someone close to you in case you pass out. I mean, it can be dangerous. So this is more, you can still go to work, you can still function. They do say don't do heavy exercise, but you can survive and do it. And I've done it 3 times. When I talked about it the first time, I just did it 1 time. Then I was doing it once a month for 3 months, and then I was supposed to do it every quarter. I haven't. So now I'm getting back in the program because I felt so good. The reasons why I really wanted to do it was because of the things that it does. Cellular repair, it practices autophagy, there's DNA repair. You just feel amazing. Your relationship with food is amazing. It just teaches you so much about your body, and it makes you feel better. There is no doubt. I mean, there are plenty of papers that Walter Longo, the doctor that kind of formulated this plan, he has tons of published papers, and I'll have that in the links. But just the way you feel, the results for me were I didn't need to read anything more. I did read his book. I did all of those things. I did a lot of research. But it was amazing, and I actually brought a box, so since I am starting it, of kind of what it looks like. So I'll try to describe it for the YouTube, for the podcasters, but on YouTube you can check it out. So each day you have a box, so this is one. So this is what you get to eat on day one, and it is kind of this space food, so it's kind of freeze-dried soups. Different soups. I get some olives, I get some tea, you get little kale crackers, you get some other things. They do have vitamin supplements to make sure you get all the nutrients that you need, even a little snack. Now, this is the first day. It seems like a lot because everything else is like cut in half after this. So then you really start getting into that fast state. But definitely check it out. If you haven't done a fast, this is a good way to do it. Check it out.
I need to try it. I need to.
I know. I can't.
Yeah.
This is the only other time I could talk about it, trying to convince
Right,
you.
yes.
Except for, when I see you. I guess I could keep pounding
yes,
you to do it.
yes.
But only because I love you and because it's so good for your body and your health.
Sounds like it.
And yeah, the challenge, I love that mental aspect, like, oh, now I can do this. You appreciate food more afterwards. Like, it's just, the benefits are endless. And it's by far my favorite. This is my number one, so I'm talking about it first. Out of all the cool sheets that I did this year.
Well, and you just rave about it. Like, while you're doing it, you're like, I feel amazing, which I think is the biggest surprise for me.
Yeah, I still couldn't get over, and I will say that like day 2 and 3 are not pleasant. 4 is also not great. 5, you start to feel pretty good. And it was the day after that day after, I felt, seriously, I listened to my last podcast about it. I felt electric. Like, it was crazy how much energy I had. I've never in my life remember a time where I felt so energized without caffeine, without anything. Just like my body was like almost shaking, and I felt like almost too good, which is weird but true. It was wild. So you should just try it just for that. I don't know if that's like everybody. I will say that the second and third time, I didn't get that dramatic of a result, but I did feel good, for sure, and it's worth doing. But yeah, it's hard, even for me. I didn't do it once a quarter. I did it the 3 times, and then I kind of let it go.
Yeah.
So,
but still, you did it 3 times.
I did it 3 times, and I'll keep doing it, hopefully now once a quarter. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm inspired.
All right, and check out the show notes, right?
The show notes are Best of 2021. That's where you can find out all about everything we're talking about for our Best of the year.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, friend. I'm Karen McFarland-Holman.
And I'm Brian Hart.
Let us know in the comments, what name do you like better, Moss Piglet or Water Bear?
And let us know, have you ever done a fast before?
If you're enjoying the show, please give us a like and share it with a friend.
Stay tuned tomorrow for another great show.
And don't forget to stay curious.